Hi Dale, my name's Scott Hubbard. I'm with home-werx Home Inspections. I just finished up your home inspection out here in Peoria. I'm here with Randy, and just going to go over the things that I found with the house. Really, all in all, I think the house looks pretty good. We do have some pretty typical kind of issues with the house, but nothing that I would really consider to be a major concern. From a structural standpoint, I think the house looks really good. I'm not seeing any real unusual settlement or cracking or heaving or movement or anything weird going on with the house. I'm not seeing any evidence of any termite infestation or past termite infestation, so that's really good. Exterior wise, I think the house looks pretty good. There are some minor issues that I'm going to recommend be addressed. We've got some painting issues on stucco and some minor stucco cracks and some dings and things like that, but pretty normal kind of wear and tear. I'm also seeing some faulty grade, which is basically where they had taken the landscaping gravel and installed it in such that it's in contact with a stucco siding. That is a conducive condition for termites, and so I am going to recommend that be removed. I don't want to see any kind of a conducive condition for the termites. I also don't want that gravel to cause any kind of physical damage to the stucco. So it's primarily on the back side of the house, and there's only a relatively small area around where the master bedroom is. So, but it should be pretty straightforward kind of a repair. But all in all, I think the exterior looks good. The garage door looks good. I'm not seeing any unusual problems with that, and it's operating real well. As far as your roof is concerned, I'm very happy with the roof. I didn't really find any issues. The flashings look good. There's some minor cracking in tiles and things like that, but really not anything. I'm not finding any evidence of any leaks or any real problems. So I'm very, very happy with what I'm seeing on the roof. From an electrical standpoint, I think the house looks really good as well. The main electrical panel, I didn't see any problems. As far as the plumbing system goes, the plumbing system looks pretty good as well. We do have a couple of minor leaks, but I'm not seeing any evidence of any water damage or rot or mold or any kind of issues like that. Kitchen faucet is leaking. It's leaking into the sink, so that's an issue where you can either rebuild the faucet, put in some new washers or O-rings, or you can just replace the faucet. Since it's the kitchen faucet, I would recommend that we definitely get that leak fixed, even though there's no water damage. It's not leaking under the sink. That's a faucet that you're going to be using every day on a constant basis, so that's important that's going to work properly. And then underneath one of the master bathroom sinks, one of the supply valves, there's a little drip under there. Again, there really isn't any water damage, but that's one where we're going to want to get that valve either repaired or replaced to get rid of that leak, because it's not going to get better. It's only going to get worse from there. But like I said, there's no real water damage. Other than that, I think the plumbing system really looks pretty good. We do have a leak in the sprinkler piping out front, so that's, but it's outside, and we'll need to get a landscaper or somebody to fix that. But other than that, the sprinkler system, the timer looks good, and all of that. So as far as I didn't look at the pool or anything, but as far as I am going to recommend that one of the gates, the auto closer, is not functioning properly. It just needs to be adjusted so the gate latches properly. And even though I didn't inspect the pool, that's a safety issue, and we want to make sure that gate is going to latch properly. As far as the interior of the house goes, I think for the most part the house looks pretty good. There hasn't really been a lot of abuse or damage or anything. We do have one of the windows in the family room here. The low E film has gone bad. It's been installed improperly, and the film is really starting to. It looks like it's scratched, but there's nothing wrong with the window. The window isn't broke. It keeps the outside out and the inside in. and the only real reason to replace that window or to repair that window would be from a cosmetic standpoint. But all of the window hardware is looking good. All the windows are operating properly. The doors are functioning properly, and there is some minor cracking in some of the grout in the tile. The type of foundation that we have in this house is not a post-tension slab, so there are some areas where you're going to have some expansion joints in the floor, and you will tend to get a little bit of cracking in the grout and in the tile in those locations. And primarily, I'm seeing it in the dining room and in the hallway. But it's not a structural problem. It's a very common kind of a situation with this type of construction. So, heating and air conditioning systems. I think the heating and air conditioning systems look really good. The furnace operated just the way that it was supposed to operate. I'm not seeing any physical damage to the unit, so I'm very happy with that. And the same with the air conditioning system. It ran just the way I wanted to see it run. I am going to recommend that it be serviced because I recommend that every system be serviced. We use them, 10 months out of the year out here, so that's something that we're definitely going to want to make sure is functioning, is serviced and working as efficiently as we can get it to run. And then as far as the appliances go, all the appliances worked properly, the waste disposer and the microwave and the range and the dishwasher, so I'm very happy with that. The gas fireplace, we did find an issue with the gas fireplace, and it's probably the biggest issue that we're seeing with the house. And it really is just it's kind of a builder screw up. It's a gas fireplace with a direct vent type of a chimney, and what that means is the vent vents out onto the patio instead of straight up through the roof. They're good units, and they're very commonly used out here. But where they place that vent, because of the design of the house and the exterior door going out from the master bedroom and from the family room going out onto the patio, there just isn't enough space between that direct vent and the passageway coming into the house. So the codes say that has to be set back a certain number of feet from any opening, whether it be a window or a door, and it's just within that within that space. And there's several options that can be done, but probably the best thing to do would be, I don't know what's the best thing to do, but that vent will have to be relocated. It either needs to go up through the roof or it needs to be reconfigured so that it's far enough away from the windows and the doors. You can remove the fireplace if you don't care for a fireplace. You could replace the fireplace with a ventless fireplace or relocate that direct vent. So those are some of the options that would be available. And if you have any questions about that or anything else with the house, you can certainly give me a call or shoot me an email, and we can talk about it and get whatever questions that you have answered. But it's not gonna burn the house down or cause any issues like that. It's just that vent was not installed per code. And there were several layers of people who should have caught that and didn't catch it while the house was being built. So, but all in all, I think the house looks really good. The things that I'm finding, for the most part, are really common issues that I find on practically every house, and I'm just not seeing anything that's really a major concern. So, I'm going to write up a full report outlining what I just discussed, and get that emailed out to you and Randy. And then if you have any questions, feel free to contact me and we can go over it. But other than that, I think the house looks really good. So Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day.